today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They will run for the first time here with White. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of, you have to keep carrying it, thank you.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So Carr exits on fourth down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They hand it off to Mostert. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give to Mostert running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd down at 7. Now Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at them. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Clayton Fedulum there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. After the turnover, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Mostert, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now on first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. Second down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
This is Mostert. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third down, here comes Mostert. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Two and now on first down. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And some strong running. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On first down, Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Carr. Staying on his feet. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and 10. Here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Miami set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Carr now on first down. He hits Adams complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing now is Carr. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Carr. Open space inside the 10. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Carr will look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're model this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.